Our next speaker today is Adil Arystangaliyev with his speech titled The Lazy Man's Guide to Speaking English Like a Native and Saving the World.
First of all, there was an idea. Then somebody, our dear leadership team, actually stayed up late at night so that we can all enjoy ourselves tonight. And let us not forget the old saying that no one has ever become poor by giving more. And I think that people in Toastmasters are our main asset, and proactiveness and enthusiastic approach of you guys is very much appreciated. Now, clearly, we have all contributed. People prepared this event, listeners came, judges evaluate our performances. But also, we can take something from this event. I think that we can take experience from the feedback, from listening, experience from the emotions that come along with all of this. So today, I feel very grateful, and I want to, before I commence my speech, I want to personally thank Aliya Shaikhan and Dawlet Mukanov, organizing committee, runners and the greeters, and the panel of judges for doing this. So thank you very much, guys. Let's give a big round of applause to all of us. Laziness. My speech is entitled Lazy Man's Guide. Now, laziness is generally perceived as a counterproductive feeling, as evil, something that draws powers out of you, draws the life out of you, something that makes you feel like a complete puppet to your desire to do absolutely nothing. And it can be a big drag, and we all can relate to it. But we can think of laziness in two terms, and today I will talk about that. Firstly, I will talk about laziness in terms of approach to a learning process, talking about language skills and communication skills. And secondly, more importantly, I will talk about laziness as in indifference, which I believe is one of the biggest crimes out there. It is not, and J.K. Rowling famously said that neglect or indifference can do much more damage than outright dislike. So you can hate me, you can say stuff to me, you can call me names, but nothing hurts more than indifference. And so I think that I will start from indifference. So ending poverty, fighting injustice and inequality in this world, fixing the global climate change. Wow, that's like huge things that when we hear them, we don't even relate ourselves to those things. It makes ourselves feel kind of a little bit diminished and irrelevant, because there's not much we can do to fix that, or is there? So I believe that we should not just give up, because change starts with every single, the laziest, the most indifferent person out there in the world. That person is a part of a big equation, of a big solution for all of those problems. Now, the secret of fixing all of those things lies within what we do every day, our daily routines. And today, I wanted to introduce you to the biggest passion of my life, and I want to introduce you to a systemic solution to these things, long-term systemic solutions. Now, but first of all, I want to appeal to the lazy part of you. I'm sure that everybody can relate, but I cannot speak for everybody, so I will speak for myself. So myself, I enjoy being lazy sometimes, and I think that if I enjoy something, I should think it through. I should not always guilt myself into thinking that something's wrong with me. Maybe laziness is not that bad. Maybe laziness is actually something that is natural, is part of our, as a human beings, a part of our nature, and that we should probably accept it. So when I thought about it, I thought that probably, taken in moderation, laziness can even be a good thing. And you know, Bill Gates famously said that I'd rather choose a lazy person to do the job because then he'll get it quicker and smarter, right? So I believe that there is a way that we can leverage our laziness, and it has always been a part of human progress. I mean, without laziness, we would all be climbing trees for bananas or pounds, right? So to introduce you to the biggest interest of my life so far, of course, I don't know where life takes me, but so far I'm very interested in critical thinking, in the power of public speaking, of course, and the platform that I am very loyal to, have been loyal to for the last couple of years, is English debate. Now, I have been introduced, I give you a little bit of context so that you know a little bit more about me. So I have been introduced to the debating scene in 2011 in my university. Then I graduated and joined the consulting firm because my major is finance. But I couldn't help but feel, I feel that I miss debate and miss that, all of the advantages that debate gives us. So today I will talk about debate in two terms again. So firstly, it's about indifference that I think is hurting the world these days. So I believe that debate fights the fixed mindset. Now, for many of us, even for those of us who travel and meet new people and meet new cultures, there is still some certain, you know, fixed opinion on certain things like religion, politics, economy stuff, and even like gender, your attitude to LGBT society, and etc. So I believe that that fixed mindset sometimes really stands in the way of us being tolerant and understanding that there is always a story to each side. And that's something that contributes greatly to creativity when a person gets to, for example, if I hate smoking actually, but let's suppose that I debate on a motion that says the smokers should get a right to smoke in public places. Now, I have to go around my issue and look at it from a different perspective. And I don't think that at the end of the day, anybody gets convinced. I mean, we see it all the time in the political world that people talk on the highest level. They never seem to convince each other. But at least they get a more round and solid appreciation and a more round, solid analysis of what's happening, and then they can compromise, which is very important. Second thing that I think debate contributes greatly to is speaking up. Again, that relates to our hidden issues that we don't discuss with other people because we feel that the majority don't think so. In a way, you know, I think that every one of us at some point in our lives felt like an underdog because we all are different. But then there are minorities, there are ethnic minorities, there are religious minorities, and many, many, many more issues that I believe talking about lays the foundation for a good civil society when people can actually be aware and raise awareness of these issues. The third thing that I think debate solves in this bigger perspective is cynicism. Because as much as we know, you know, like Siddhartha Gautama Buddha once also, well, they say that they said it, do not believe anything you read, heard, or even if I said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and common sense. But today, in this world, the status quo is that, you know, the brainwashing TV programs and constant propaganda and all of this telecommunications sector and the technology that streams it, your smartphones, so much confuses you and like throws so much information at you that probably what Buddha called your own reason and your own judgment may be needed. So I believe that it is a great platform, and now I will move to a language perspective because a lot of people treat even Toastmasters as an English learning platform, which is actually not quite true, but still, there is something to learn. And I believe that debate also provides this environment for us to be submerged into and listen to each other and speak to each other because just merely speaking good English doesn't really serve you. You know, you have to have some communication skills, which debate contributes to greatly. Now, guys, to conclude, I want to address the issue of talent. No one, even at the top C-suite level, in the top distinguished academic world, cannot define talent, cannot locate talent, cannot find how to nurture talent. And I believe that talent is within repetition. I believe that talent is doing something that you are very excited about, and I'm very excited about English debate, and hopefully my speech today will ignite a passion within you to go ahead and inspire the world. Thank you very much.
A round of applause to Adil Arystangaliyev.